So first off, thank you very much for showing up. I hope that you learn a lot by what we are going to present. And if nothing makes sense, hopefully you'll also ask questions. So first off, maybe you want to know what you actually showed up for. And Trackunit Fork is this new initiative that we're having, that we want to share what we are working on and what we love working on with external developers and people. We also have some meetups in Canada. Currently, those are about data science, but the initiative is about the same, sharing our knowledge with the world. Today, we'll be talking about how we're making our front end extendable, but lots of other topics are planned in the future. So for today, we'll start talking about what Trackunit is and this Iris SDK journey that we're on. And when the ground is set, then we will talk a bit about micro frontends and look into our developer toolbox, all our shared components. Then you can cool off, have a break, maybe refill, get a new cola or something more to eat. And then we will try to build an app in our platform. We'll talk a bit how we deploy it and how we make it secure. And we will talk about the engineering culture and how that fits together with the agenda that we are on. And then feel free to hang around to chat afterwards. So that's what's going to happen. And let's start right away by talking a bit about what Trackunit is. We're actually a global company. We have 12 hubs located in US, Europe, Japan, and even Australia. But main development is in Denmark and in Canada and Poland. What we have is basically some hardware to track machinery, like this one, just a bit bigger. And we have more than 1 million machines that are connected to our platform. And coding on all of this and keeping the engine alive, doing all the marketing, etc. We are almost 400 employees and have more than 7,000 customers. So yeah, we have this piece of hardware. We have some different kinds of hardware. They are attached to big machinery, but also smaller tools. So this big machine could be worth tracking, but maybe the bucket is something we want to track as well, because maybe this machine has 5 different buckets that we want to keep track of. And all of this data, whether it's the CAN data for the machine or it's just where is the machine, all of that data is fed into what we call Trackunit Iris. That's the backbone of our big data platform. We do lots of analysis on this data, enrich it with tons of different, whatever we can think of to enrich with. And then we expose this data in some apps and in the Trackunit Manager. And the Trackunit Manager is the one that we'll be talking a bit more about today. That's our platform. Yeah, so we have lots of different kinds of machinery. Typically, the bigger the machine, the less count of those machines we actually have. And the smaller, if it's a hand drill, we have probably more hand drills than we have bigger excavators on a construction site. So there is some sizing to this. Then we also have lots of different customers which have different needs. We are focusing on OEMs, rental companies, and contractors. OEMs want to maybe use our platform as a way to make sure that the users of a CAT excavator feel that they are getting something extra when they buy this machine. Renters want to know a bit more about how is my machines actually being rented out? Are they just sitting somewhere? Maybe they're used too much compared to what the agreement actually stated. And contractors, which are using it in many other ways as well. So there's lots of different ways that our customers are using our platform. And we can't keep making all customers happy if we only track it. So we want to open up our platform to make, for instance, for some OEMs, those are big companies that have developers themselves. Instead of them developing something that works a bit with our platform and actually not, But then if we give them a tool where they can extend our platform, then suddenly we can improve even better. I don't want to say too much about all these numbers, except that IoT within construction is skyrocketing. It's just no one questions that, of course, IoT within construction is what we are going to scale on. And that puts Trackunit in a excellent spot, because Trackunit is actually the biggest supplier for what is called telematics devices within construction. So with that being said, let's talk a bit more about the Iris SDK, and I'll give the word to Mikko.